Bonnie and Clyde, their names are forever linked. They are icons of the American outlaw era. This is the tale of their love, their crimes, and the chaos they unleashed. It's a story that continues to fascinate us. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow were young, passionate, and ruthless. They were products of their time, the Depression-era United States. Poverty and hardship were rampant. Bonnie and Clyde's story resonated with many. They were seen as rebels, challenging a system that had failed them. Bonnie and Clyde's early lives were marked by poverty and hardship. The Great Depression cast a long shadow over their formative years, shaping their perspectives and future choices. Bonnie Parker was born in Texas in 1910. She grew up in a small town where the vast, open landscapes of Texas were both a playground and a reminder of the harsh realities of rural life. Clyde Barrow followed in 1909, also in Texas. His family, like Bonnie's, struggled to make ends meet, often moving from place to place in search of better opportunities. Both grew up poor in the slums of West Dallas. The area was notorious for its rough conditions, with families living in makeshift homes and children playing in the dusty streets. Bonnie was known for her intelligence and charm. She had a natural talent for writing and often penned poems and songs, dreaming of a life far removed from her humble beginnings. She excelled in school and dreamed of a life on the stage. Her teachers recognized her potential, and she often took part in school plays and local theater productions. Clyde, on the other hand, was more troubled. From a young age, he found himself at odds with authority, often clashing with teachers and other figures of authority. He was known for his quick temper and rebellious streak. His family struggled to keep him on the right path, but the allure of a life outside the law was strong. He turned to petty crime at an early age. Stealing small items and getting into fights became a way of life for Clyde, setting the stage for his future as one of America's most infamous outlaws. Bonnie and Clyde's paths crossed in January 1930 in Texas. It was a chance encounter that would change their lives forever. Bonnie was 19 years old and married. Clyde was 20 and smitten with Bonnie. Their initial meeting was brief. However, they were drawn to each other. They shared a rebellious spirit. They were both looking for an escape from their dreary lives. It wasn't long before they were inseparable. Bonnie and Clyde embarked on their life of crime in 1932. Initially, their crimes were petty. They robbed small stores and gas stations. However, their crimes escalated. They became bolder and more ruthless. The Barrow Gang, as they became known, terrorized the central United States. They robbed banks, stole cars, and even kidnapped lawmen. They were ruthless and efficient, often leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Their exploits made headlines across the country. A love story etched in blood. Bonnie and Clyde's toxic bond. Bonnie and Clyde's relationship was intense and passionate. It was also incredibly destructive. Their love for each other fueled their criminal activities. Their shared experiences, both good and bad, strengthened their bond. They were partners in crime and in life. They relied on each other for survival and support. Their love story, however, was far from a fairy tale. It was a toxic mix of passion, adrenaline, and violence. Bonnie and Clyde's exploits captivated the nation. The Depression-era public was fascinated by their story. Some saw them as folk heroes, Robin Hood figures striking back against the wealthy and powerful. Others saw them for what they truly were, cold-blooded killers. The media played a significant role in shaping public perception of the duo. Newspapers sensationalized their crimes. They often portrayed them as glamorous and romantic figures. This coverage only added to their notoriety. Bonnie and Clyde's reign of terror came to an end on May 23, 1934. They were ambushed and killed by a posse of lawmen in Louisiana. They never surrendered. The lawmen riddled their stolen Ford V8 with over 130 rounds. Their deaths were as dramatic and violent as their lives. The public was shocked. Even though they were criminals, their deaths sparked a mix of relief and fascination. The legend of Bonnie and Clyde, however, had only just begun. Bonnie and Clyde's story continues to fascinate us today. Their tale of love and crime has transcended time, becoming a symbol of rebellion and romance. From the dusty roads of Depression-era America to the silver screens of Hollywood, their legend has been immortalized in countless ways. But what is it about their story that keeps us so captivated? They have become cultural icons. Their images are etched into our collective memory, appearing in art, literature, and even graffiti. The allure of their outlaw lifestyle has inspired generations to question authority and dream of a life unbound by societal norms. Their story has been told and retold in countless books, films, and songs. Each retelling adds a new layer to their myth, blending fact and fiction in a way that keeps us guessing. From the classic 1967 film starring Faye Dunaway and Warren Beatty to modern interpretations, Bonnie and Clyde's narrative continues to evolve. But how much of their legend is true? Were they cold-blooded killers or misunderstood rebels? The truth lies somewhere in between, shrouded in the mists of time and the biases of those who chronicled their exploits. The truth, as always, is more complex. Bonnie and Clyde were products of their time, shaped by the harsh realities of the Great Depression. Their crimes were a desperate bid for survival, fueled by a desire for freedom and a disdain for the institutions that had failed them. Bonnie and Clyde's crimes were brutal. They left a trail of violence and fear, their names synonymous with danger. Their infamous shootouts with law enforcement were the stuff of legend, cementing their place in the annals of American crime history. They left a trail of devastation and heartbreak. The families of their victims were left to pick up the pieces, their lives forever altered by the duo's reckless pursuit of infamy. The human cost of their actions is a sobering reminder of the darker side of their legend. However, their story also speaks to something deeper. It resonates with the universal themes of love, rebellion, and the quest for freedom. In a time of widespread poverty and despair, Bonnie and Clyde's defiance of authority offered a glimmer of hope. A promise that even the most downtrodden could rise above their circumstances. It highlights the allure of rebellion, the seductive pull of a life lived on the edge. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire for autonomy, a reminder that the quest for freedom often comes at a high price. The intoxicating power of love, which can drive people to extraordinary lengths. Bonnie and Clyde's bond was unbreakable, their love story as compelling as their criminal exploits. It is this combination of romance and rebellion that continues to captivate us, and the enduring fascination with those who live on the edge. Their legacy is a complex tapestry of truth and myth, a story that will continue to be told for generations to come. Bonnie and Clyde remain symbols of a bygone era, their legend a reflection of our own enduring fascination with the outlaw spirit. Bonnie and Clyde's story is a cautionary tale. It is a tale that has been told and retold through generations, capturing the imagination of many. Their lives were a whirlwind of passion and crime, a combination that has always fascinated people. They were not just criminals, they were lovers who defied the norms of society. Their story is a complex tapestry of love, rebellion, and tragedy, woven together in a way that continues to captivate us. It is a story of love, crime, and the human capacity for both good and evil. Bonnie and Clyde were young and in love, but they were also outlaws. They lived in a time when the world was changing rapidly and they chose to live on the edge. Their actions were both a product of their environment and a rebellion against it. They were a symbol of defiance, a testament to the lengths people will go to for love and freedom. It is a story that continues to resonate with us. Even today we find ourselves drawn to their tale. Perhaps it is because their story is a reflection of our own desires and fears. We see in them a part of ourselves, the part that longs for adventure and romance, but also the part that fears the consequences of living outside the law. Their story is a mirror, showing us both the beauty and the danger of living a life of passion and defiance. We are drawn to their story for many reasons. Some are fascinated by the romance, the idea of two people so in love that they would risk everything to be together. Others are intrigued by the crime, the thrill of the chase, and the danger that comes with living outside the law. And then there are those who see in Bonnie and Clyde a symbol of rebellion, a reminder that sometimes the rules are meant to be broken. Perhaps it is the thrill of the chase, the adrenaline that comes with living on the edge. Bonnie and Clyde were always on the run, always one step ahead of the law. Their lives were a constant game of cat and mouse, a high-stakes adventure that kept them moving and kept us watching. The excitement of their story is undeniable, a testament to the human desire for adventure and the thrill of the unknown. The romance of the open road, the freedom that comes with leaving everything behind and starting anew. Bonnie and Clyde lived a life of constant movement, never staying in one place for too long. The open road was their home, a place where they could be free from the constraints of society. Their story is a reminder of the allure of the unknown, the beauty of a life lived without boundaries, or the allure of forbidden love. Bonnie and Clyde's relationship was intense and passionate, a love that defied the norms of society. They were outlaws, but they were also lovers, and their story is a testament to the power of love to overcome even the most difficult of circumstances. Their love was forbidden, but it was also beautiful, a reminder that sometimes the most powerful love stories are the ones that break all the rules. Whatever the reason, Bonnie and Clyde's story reminds us that even in the darkest of times there is always hope. They lived during the Great Depression, a time of great hardship and struggle. But even in the midst of all that darkness, they found a way to love and to live. Their story is a reminder that no matter how difficult life may be, there is always a way to find joy and meaning. The human spirit can still find a way to love, to connect with others, and to find moments of happiness. Bonnie and Clyde's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the darkest of times we can still find a way to love and to be loved. Their story is a beacon of hope, a reminder that love can flourish even in the most difficult of circumstances, to dream and to rebel. Bonnie and Clyde's story is a reminder that sometimes the most important thing we can do is to follow our dreams, to live our lives with passion and purpose, and to never be afraid to defy the odds. Their story is a testament to the power of the human spirit, a reminder that no matter what challenges we may face, we can always find a way to dream, to love, and to live our lives to the fullest.